Blockbuster. Blockbuster was once the largest video rental company in the world. During the 1990s, thousands of its stores operated across the United States and many other countries. People visited these stores to rent movies on VHS tapes and later DVDs. When the internet began changing how media could be delivered, Blockbuster had opportunities to adapt. Online DVD rental services started to appear, including Netflix, which mailed discs directly to customers. Later, streaming technology allowed movies to be watched instantly through the internet. Blockbuster recognized these changes but moved slowly and continued focusing on physical stores and late-fee revenue. As streaming services became more convenient, customers stopped visiting rental stores. Within a few years, Blockbuster's massive retail network became a burden rather than an advantage, and the company eventually filed for bankruptcy. Kodak. Kodak was one of the most famous photography companies in the world. For much of the 20th century, it dominated the market for film cameras and photographic film. The company's brand was so strong that the phrase Kodak moment became part of everyday language. Ironically, Kodak engineers actually invented one of the first digital cameras in the 1970s. However, the company hesitated to embrace digital photography because its traditional film business was extremely profitable. As the internet grew and digital cameras improved, people began sharing photos online rather than printing them. Smartphones later made digital photography even more accessible. Kodak struggled to shift its business model away from film, and by the time it tried to catch up, many competitors had already taken the lead in digital imaging. Borders. Borders was a major bookstore chain that operated large retail stores filled with books, music, and magazines. During the 1990s, it was one of the biggest book retailers in the United States. At the same time, online shopping was beginning to transform retail. Amazon started selling books through its website and gradually expanded into a wide range of products. Borders underestimated how convenient online ordering would become. Instead of building a strong digital store early on, the company outsourced its online sales to Amazon for several years. That decision allowed a competitor to learn more about book buyers while Borders remained focused on physical locations. As more customers shifted to online shopping and digital books, Borders struggled to keep up and eventually closed their stores. Toys R Us. Toys R Us was once the most recognizable toy retailer in the world. Its large warehouse-style stores carried thousands of products and became a familiar destination for families during the holiday season. When online shopping began to grow, the company faced the challenge of competing with internet retailers. Instead of developing its own powerful online platform right away, Toys R Us entered a partnership where Amazon handled much of its online toy sales. Over time, Amazon expanded its marketplace and allowed many other sellers to offer toys, creating strong competition. Meanwhile, Toys R Us remained heavily dependent on its physical stores. As shopping habits continued shifting toward online platforms, the company struggled with declining sales and financial pressure, eventually closing many locations. Yahoo! Yahoo began as one of the most important internet companies in the early days of the web. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, it offered search, email, news, and many other online services. Millions of people used Yahoo as their main gateway to the internet. However, the company struggled to define its long-term strategy. While other companies focused on improving search technology and advertising systems, Yahoo invested heavily in becoming a broad media portal. Google developed a powerful search engine that quickly became more efficient and easier to use. As internet users shifted toward faster search tools and targeted advertising, Yahoo gradually lost its influence. Although it continued operating various services, it never regained the central position it once held. Sears. Sears was one of the most influential retailers in American history. For decades, it sold everything from clothing and appliances to tools and home goods. Long before the internet, Sears had already mastered a form of remote shopping through its famous mail-order catalogs. Ironically, when online retail began to rise, Sears failed to build a strong digital presence. Instead of investing heavily in e-commerce technology and logistics, the company struggled with internal management changes and declining store conditions. Meanwhile, competitors such as Amazon refined online shopping, delivery systems, and customer experience. Over time, many Sears locations became outdated and less appealing to shoppers who were increasingly buying products online. Tower Records. Tower Records was once a most famous music retailer in the world. Its stores were known for massive collections of CDs, vinyl records, and music-related merchandise. Music lovers often spent hours browsing shelves and discovering new artists. However, the internet changed how people accessed music. Digital downloads, file sharing, and eventually streaming services made physical music stores less essential. While the company experimented with online sales, it struggled to compete with the speed and convenience of digital platforms. As more listeners began downloading songs or streaming them instantly, the traditional music retail model lost its relevance, and Tower Records eventually closed their doors. MySpace. MySpace was one of the first social media platforms to reach massive global popularity. In the mid-2000s, millions of users created personal pages, shared music, and connected with friends on the platform. For a time, it was the most visited social networking site in the world. However, the company faced difficulties adapting to changing internet behavior. Its platform became cluttered with advertisements and slow-loading pages, while competitors introduced simpler designs and more reliable features. Facebook, in particular, offered a cleaner interface and gradually attracted a wider audience. As users moved to newer platforms that better matched the evolving internet experience, MySpace rapidly lost its dominance.